name is Chris Hawkins, and I'm a student at Bowie State University, but primarily I'm a fashion designer, and that is my dream job. And tonight I'm asking for a investment from you to help fulfill my highest potential. Some steps I can take to get where I want to be, which is ultimately working for myself as a namesake designer or working for a historically fashion relevant institution like a fashion house like Yves Saint Laurent, or institutions like the Smithsonian or the Metropolitan Museum, helping to conserve historic garments. Some steps that can be taken to fulfill my goals are mentorship, of course, my degree, and experiences. A timeline is 2 years from now, which is when I'll conclude my degree. A big part of the reason I'm asking for an investment is because I have to create a capsule collection as my senior thesis, being that I'm a fashion design major, and a large amount of the money that would be invested into me would go into purchasing some of the swatches for my senior thesis. Some of these swatches can range from $300 a yard to $700 a yard, so it can be quite pricey. Some of the reasons I think you should invest in me is because I have experience with fashion. I've always been a very fashion forward person my entire life. I know what looks good. I'm around people who are pretty sharp, and yeah, I'm a true metropolitan. I live on the hill. I live on Capitol Hill. Before I lived on Capitol Hill, I lived in New York, in Harlem. Before Harlem, Georgia. I grew up on the scene. I grew up with my feet on the ground, being the kids that people would later emulate. So it just feels natural that that would be my competitive edge and why you should invest in me. I don't have to look very far for inspiration. It kind of just comes out of me. The money that I need invested, I need $41,800. Brief breakdown of why is fabrics. Again, some of the fabrics I showed you are $700 a yard, and I would need multiple yards, roughly 6 to 7 yards, to fulfill some of my visions. And we have 12 swatches here. I would also need additional labor outside of myself, people who can do things that I can't, like embroidery. I allotted $5,800 to 2 other laborers and an additional $12,000 for a fashion show and additional press. Thank you for your time, and have a good night.